Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. It's been a while, and it's actually something that I wasn't really fully prepared for. So I couldn't get Overwatch working. It was doing an initialization thing where it just initializes forever. So I was like, screw it, we'll play some Hearthstone. And we're going to check out some more Twist. I've not played Twist for a decent amount of time. I have played a little bit this season actually, but at least on camera. I think we last played at the beginning of the previous season. Just in case you're not aware, the rules have changed again for this season. The rules now are the same as the rules of last season, so you can use like the wild expansion, the Crystal Caverns, or whatever it's called, the Caverns of Time. You had stuff like the Meanstreets of Gachazan, League, Old Gods, Grand Tournament, you know, all this jazz. The main difference between this season and last season, though, is you can put anywhere between 30 and 40 cards in your deck, and you start with that amount of health. Also, there were a small amount, you know, of buffs and changes here and there, and a lot of nerfs to, namely, Warlock, who was particularly strong. And if you remember rightly, if you remember long ago, the first deck I think I tried in Twist was this Handbuff Paladin, and it didn't come to fruition. However, since the power levels of everyone else has been brought down, I think now it's time for Handbuff to work. So the deck has mainly got the Handbuff cards, Smuggler's Run. We've got the new card, Timeless Blessing in here. We've got Don Hancho, the Grimestreet Enforcer, the Grimestreet Outfitter. And then we've got a bunch of cards that are really, they reward you for being buffed. These are Charge Marines with Divine Shield, so we've got 2 Argent Horseriders, 1 Argent Commander. And also we've got the new card, Bronze Dragon Knight. I have 2 copies of them, where you can get multiple copies of these. Also, I guess Acolyte is rewarded for getting buffed a little bit, and same with Meanstreet Marshal. Then the remainder of the cards really are kind of more controlling options. I've got Hammer of Wrath in here for, 3 damage, kill a minion, draw a card, pretty powerful. Keeper, which synergizes pretty nicely with that. And also Enter the Coliseum, because we want to have one big guy, right? I'm fine with it destroying all my weaker guys. But just in case my opponent gets ahead of me, we can use Enter the Coliseum for control. And that's kind of the list. Also, we've got new Tyrion in here, the 8-mana 8/8. Tyrion I've also seen being played on ladder, so I think he's in a really good spot right now. I've mentioned as well in the past that Paladin is one of my favourite classes. I like mid-rangey Paladin decks, and this kind of fits that bill almost. Anyway, as I said, I've not played much Twist. I think I'm silver right now, like low silver. And the only deck I really played was this one. In terms of decks to watch out for, there is Control Warlock is being played right now with like Cthulhu and new Jaraxxus in there, which is also a disgusting card right now. It makes such a big difference that you can play Jaraxxus and push the button on the same turn. It's such a huge tempo, actually. I was going to say Priest was one of the big ones. But here we are, it's Priest. I'll keep Rooney, and I'll keep Lights in the Darkness. I assume it's going to be a control deck. The rules have also been announced for next season of Twist, and they're going to add Ungoro to it, which will be very interesting because that is going to add some quest lines to the game. Although they've already said they're not going to add the rogue one. The Crystal Caverns, was that one called? I remember that being toxic. I didn't play a lot of Ungoro, but I remember people complaining about that a lot, so I'm not hugely surprised they didn't add it to the expansion list, but at the same time I'm slightly surprised that they bothered. Because they seem to have like launched Twist. Oh god, I wasn't even silver, I'm bronze 6. Yeah, they seem to have launched Twist and just kind of like gone, nah, it's fine. It's like, come on, give it a bit more like hype and stuff when, nothing else is going on. Ah, it's Cthulhu Priest. Ooh, that's big value. going to be 4 mana, 10, 14 of stats. The question will be, do I play Rooney on 3? I think it depends what they play on their 3. We'll be playing Rooney on 3. Draw 2 cards, swap the cost, add 3 random... Cast 3 random Paladin secrets. This is being changed, by the way. I believe it won't cast copies anymore. Choose a friendly minion, summon a copy of it with +3 health and taunt that can't attack. Well, that's kind of annoying. You know what? Let's try Nighthorde. That thing did me dirty in the past. Let me see if it doesn't do dirty this time. Also, who knows what the Paladin secrets are anymore? They're not in Standard. And haven't been for quite some time, so... we might be able to give him some, like, a little bit of thinking time. Right, that is huge tempo. I need to hold Keeper for the tentacle, the new tentacle thing. That's probably my biggest worry now. What have we got? Noble Sacrifice. Okay. Alright, since you've given me that as an option, let's put a Grimestreet Enforcer on. And see what they do. It's a pretty good hand as well for Timeless Blessing if we can get around to it next turn. Whoopsie daisy. Should have attacked with the 2-3 first. Oh, they have 2 to all. Okay. That's good because I think Competitive Spirit won't pop now. It doesn't pop. Excellent. We did hit the dragon. Oh my god, that's such a good card now. I almost want to save it for face, but I think I want to protect my health just a little bit. So I'll trade it. I think there was a shout to be made to play Acolyte of Pain then, but it's probably going to get pinged as well. I think this is important. I have to save this. And then this didn't receive a buff, so... if this had received 1-1-ing buff, right? Yeah, if it had received the 1-1 buff, I would have played this. Although I don't even know if I had it in my hand now that I think about it. Alright, they don't have a way to remove it then. Interesting. Hand buff me? This is definitely going to the face. Noble, Kodo, and competitive again. And I need an answer. I'm displaying lethal right now. Get down.
mistake.
That was a mistake. Well played.
Okay. Strange priest deck, but I'll take it. We are in bronze, to be fair. Alright. Also, YouTube and Twitch. I know for YouTube this seemed awkward. I just need to take a quick bio break. I have been streaming before this as well. I should have taken it before I started. My bad. So just give me a second, YouTube. Apologies. Hello, co-host Millie. You joined me as well. Do you want to have a little cuddle before we start again? Hmm? Do you want another cuddle? She's like, no. I'm a little bit camera shy. That's not good, is it? Being a co-host and being camera shy. Hmm? So Rogue was also slightly changed.
My fury.
I will fight with honor.
I think I'll keep Acolyte. The card that generates like the bunch of scarabs now, the gong itself only has 1 health, I think, so you can only get like 1 proc of it. They can't do 2 anymore. But the Cthulhu Rogue deck is still really strong. Logically, we should take Aldor because it's in my deck, but the problem with that... actually, we still take it. I was going to say the problem with it is this deck doesn't really have big guys that I want to shut down, but it's not quite true. The other problem with that deck is they've got the card that lets them look at my hand and put 1 back into the deck. This can't target, so this is actually a pretty good time to play this. Actually, it didn't matter. It was changed it to 1 anyway. Why did I think it's turned it to 3/3? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a completely different card, aren't I? Whatever. It's still good tempo, 3 mana 5/5. And I don't want it to be spun back into my deck, so I'll lose the buff. In theory, that deck should counter me to some degree. But we'll try and play around it as much as we can. Eviscerate. Interesting. Maybe it's just Jade. I'm gonna try it. We could get punished for this. Please don't spin one of my cards now. Okay, I think it's just Jade's. That is humongous. I think that deck's probably not got too many big minions, but nor does my deck. I still think it's better stats for the cost, though. And I do have some big dudes. Like, we have Tyrion in there. Alright, woohoo.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Ooh. Edward. Man, that's really annoying. I think I'll take my card draw. And do that. We've also drawn Tyrion, so we're not going to find him from Tuscar now. Gang up.
This guy's toast.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it was Keeper of Uldaman that I was thinking of. Whoops. How important is it I kill Edwin right now? It's not that important. I could also Keeper plus Pain. Oh, this is so awkward.
I wonder.
Bah. I can't afford to take the damage right now. Put Tyrion back if you want. I don't mind. Actually, I probably want to play Tyrion next turn. Please don't put Tyrion back in the deck. I think they'll put something that's been buffed. I.e., if they've got Acolyte on option, they'll probably put Acolyte back. I'll lose the buff then, yeah. Womp womp. I wonder if they got offered Tyrion, because I don't know.
Put your faith in the light.
I don't know what they would have done differently. They might have traded the 3/3 in, but they still would have taken 7 damage. Any hand buff cards, by the way? There's like 6 of you in the deck right now. Please show up. This is so disgusting now, Tyrion. An 8 mana 8/8. Like, the minion itself is such a threat, and then it gives you the 5/3 weapon. It's like 23 damage tied up in a minion. Spooky. I told you, it's a spooky card now. Even in standard, as I mentioned, that card in the Death Rattle Big Paladin deck, it's so scary if they cheat that out early. It's gonna hit you for like 15 eventually.
Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with.
Okay, Warlock. This will be a control Warlock deck. I do need Keeper for the tentacles, but I don't need it immediately. I do like having Acolyte in my hand. I do like a Light in the Darkness being in my hand. The discard Warlock deck has kind of fallen off now. The Tiny Knight of Evil got a nerf, so it's way easier to deal with. And that's not worth playing. And the location, the stats got reversed, so it's now costs 3, and you get 2 uses of it rather than it costing 2, and you get 3 uses of it. Which I think was the most sensible change. Rag interesting. Not probably what I want, though. Grimestreet is interesting as well, and so is Aldor. So the problem here is they're going to go for Jiraxis, so they're going to be going for the long game. I think we take Grimestreet. Because if they play Jiraxis, we're probably going to lose. I can't deal with the 6/6 every single turn. Wow, they want to deny me card draw. So much that they played Siphon Soul on that.
Hey, goons! Over here!
I'll take Silver Moon here, but a pretty stinky series of options again. There was a shout to be made for the Snake Trap, but this is probably Control Warlock, so they're not going to play too many minions to attack me. I think we just want to race him for the face. There's a shout to be made then I should have split the buffs. In fact, there was a really good shout to split the buff then. I should have put it on the Silver Hand. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, okay. Okay. I think you have a demon in the hand. Interesting.
Hey, goons! Over here! For justice!
Good old true Silver. And again, I think I want to push the damage here. I think I'm the aggro deck in this matchup.
Truth is my shield.
Sunwalker. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wah.
There they are! I'm out of here!
I'll just hit this thing. Any hand buffers out there?
I'm on fire! To Northrend!
Snap.
Hey, goons! Over here!
Blood Warriors. That's probably not going to be that useful.
To Northrend! Victory!
I should have used Argent Horserider then. Well, debatably I should have used Argent Horserider then.
To Northrend! By the whole
Oh, I'm going to get a second chance at it.
I'm out of here! Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Giddy up! Reporting for duty.
Bit of a rough start so far. I really need to put more pressure on the Warlock than I have done. But they are wasting a lot of their board clears. Holy... Actually, we can deal with that.
None may steal our secrets.
You know what? What's in the box? Ooh, that's a good thing in the box.
None may steal our secrets.
Into the future.
2 dragons with +2/+2. Yes, please. This might be twisting at this point, but we'll at least draw 2 cards on this, so I don't think it's too bad. I just can't super overcommit to the board right now. Twisting. Doom. Okay. Here are all the hand buff cards. Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
How disgusting do I want to be? I think this is disgusting enough.
Slaying an old god.
shields up!
My shield for Argus.
So we have 3 minions in hand. I still think that's pretty good. I really don't want to play any more minions, though.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
Reporting for duty.
Couldn't be 2-1, could you? I would have made the other trade then. Alright, so Lord J is here. They have 1 more single target removal. Malagos, oh my god.
The battle. Join the goats or meet my fist.
Oh my god! That's disgusting. Just casually threw out for 10 mana, 30, 34 of stats. They're looking for Twisting or Doom. Wow! Oh, it's over. It's not over. I can't kill him.
Reporting for duty.
I think I do nothing is the correct play here. And it was the correct play.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Giddy up.
Kind of an awkward hand at the end, but well, he still came good. Kind of a strange control Warlock deck as well. I don't feel like they normally run Doom, but maybe I'm wrong.
Uther versus Valera.
Okay, another rogue.
Shall we dance?
I will.
Hello, Rouge. Not the greatest of hands. Not the worst, though. I think we can do better here. I know the temptation as well just to instantly throw this out, but I don't need to. We should draw as many cards as we can, then Smuggler's Run. That being said, I am going to play Grimestreet on 2. To some degree, we need some tempo. They drew patches. This is some sort of pirate rogue deck, then.
Balance in all things.
Okay. Use the coin for this, so clearly They've not got the greatest hands, let's put it that way.
Time's ticking.
Go for one of these. 4 mana 6/6 is going to be pretty good next turn. The hand buffs at least 3 cards. I don't think it was worth wasting the Divine Shield on a 1/1. We can reclaim that tempo back. I do quite like this gimmick as well, that you can have anywhere between 30 and 40 cards and you get that amount of health. It's kind of an interesting concept. I almost want to see it in Standard. It would make Renathal, you know, pointless, but maybe even that becomes Renathal's effect. If you were wondering why I've got 31 cards in here, it wasn't for anything particularly smart. I just couldn't cut the last card. I just couldn't decide. I was like, I need to cut one more card. Maybe I just don't. We'll run 31 instead. That 1 health, it might matter, okay? Right, here come the Jades. That's quite positive for me, that they had to trade minions into the 6/6. It kind of suggests they don't have an answer for its big single target minion right now. So, let's give him another one. It is buffing some really scuffed things. I guess the Horserider is fine. But Keeper isn't exactly my numero uno choice. There was a shout last turn as well to Hammer and then possibly Hero Button, but I think that would have been too low a tempo play. Hello. Hello. Well, my turn 8 and turn 9 are going to be pretty disgusting. Damn it. I assume it gets shown both of these, by the way, because they have different stats. If they were the same, they would only get shown one, right? And they might get shown both of these. Any way you look at this, they've probably got a horrible choice right now.
Time's ticking.
Oh, sweet. Let's do this combo instead.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here. Giddy up!
If I were a rogue player, I would not like the look of this board. That was a huge tempo swing. Prepping to sprint.
Speed is essential.
A classic. Sprint being 3 mana, though, not very classic.
What lurks in the depths?
Another prep. Alright, time for despair. I just hit him in the face here. I was going to say, do I kill a minion so that this is a bit awkward? But I don't. As I said, we got 15 damage loaded into the weapon anyway. Silence could get them out of this to some degree. Sham will have access to silence, right? At this point. I don't remember, actually. Maybe he doesn't.
I'm a fan of this.
The hidden army rises.
And that is despair.
That's all for now.
4-0, beautiful. Surprised with how well this is doing, honestly. When I played this a little bit off camera, just to, you know, honestly, just to give myself a little bit more memory of how to play Hearthstone, because it's been such a long amount of time between me playing Hearthstone. And I think off camera, I went like 2 and 4 with this deck. Control Warlock was a big issue for me. But we're getting lucky right now. We're just getting matched into these rogues who I can eventually outvalue.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Patches? No patches. Which might mean patches is in hand. I think kings, but it's pretty close. My logic is that I'm playing this on 3. On 4, I'll probably play the location plus Smuggler's Run. So it's going to be a 5 that I'm looking for, but there's no dragon. Oh no, there is a dragon. Yeah, I want Dragon Consort. Of course there's a dragon. One of the key cards in this deck is a dragon. What a dribble I nearly made then. Random 3 cost, give it charge. Draw 2 cards or taunt. Draw 2 cards, swap their costs. I do like drawing cards. I think we'll take the runes this time. It's debatably always the correct choice, but I kind of like grabbing some dragons. What a shock, it's Jades. Interesting. Maybe we're not playing Dragon Consort next turn. Maybe we're in fact playing Grimestreet Outfitter into Bronze Dragon Knight. Piss. Joke's on you, I wasn't going to play that this turn. 1-drop, please? Okay, not the 1-drop, but that's actually, as a second choice, pretty good.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
Alright, 2 mana, 10, 14 in stats. Seems very fair. I am probably going to play this Grimestreet now, the 4 mana 4/4. To buff the Bronze Dragon Knight. Woohoo, by the way. Prep into Jade. Wow, they've blown everything.
Mistakes will not choose soon.
They've blown all but one. They're not going to play it, are they? Okay.
Accidents, they happen, you know? Hey, dudes, over here!
Should have done that in a different order, debatably. Ooh, that would have been so good. I think we can make that work. I'm going to try it. If I can get Blood Warriors on Bronze Dragon Knight, play another copy of it, that is going to be pure disgust. Anyway, I'd like to make this trade not great for my opponent. Unfortunately, the maths doesn't work out particularly well for that, so you know what? We'll just give him one of these.
Balance in all things.
I mean, this has to be the right play, right?
Come on, we're slaying an old god. We're slaying an old god.
I know one of the cards is generate a Jade Golem, it's woohoo. I don't know what the other two are, but I doubt they can clear both the 5/7s. Prep into Moonglade Portal. We're about to cause unbelievable amounts of despair. It's going to be glorious. Come on! You scumbag! Ah! You coward! They'd had enough of the despair, apparently. One nice thing, by the way, if you're considering giving Twist a go again and you're in the lower ranks, so your queue times aren't, an hour. It isn't... We've not seen a Druid yet. There's not Druid in every single game. That's pretty nice. In fact, we've had a reasonable variety of decks so far. Shaman, Rogue, Warrior, Warlock, Priest. Bearing in mind there's only 9 classes in this mode right now. Decent. So Shamans. I wonder what your gimmick is going to be. Because I don't think... there's many Cthulhu decks. Okay. It's a little bit spooky. A huge get, by the way. That's basically the reason why a Light in Darkness is in this deck. If you get Bronze Dragon Knight, it is unbelievably disgusting. Speaking of unbelievably disgusting, their start has been disgusting. Let me try and bait more for the Coliseum. Battlecry triggers twice. Holy mackerel. If I could get Bronze Dragon Knight to do that. I think it's a bit of a pipe dream, though. In fact, I think we're not going to play this location for a decent amount of time. It's definitely not going to be what I'm playing next turn. It's going to either be Enter the Coliseum or Bronze Dragon Knight. Unless they clear the board for whatever reason. Okay, it doesn't have charge. I think that is... Is that big enough? You know what? Kill this. And then we'll talk. I think I can get a bit more value out of you. That's what I thought might happen. Wow. Do I just enter the Coliseum this? Surely I do.
Let me think. The karate will fall.
It's just too much value. If I got Consecration from this, that would have been the better play. We just weren't guaranteed to get Consecration. If we can get that out there with the Dragon Knight, we'll be very happy as well. But bearing in mind, Valdraken can also get me one of these Bronze Dragon Knights. I'm content with the play we've made. Well, how many cards did we just destroy of theirs? 3... 5 cards, was it? Yeah, 5 cards for 1. Good deal. Oh, God.
There they are!
Reporting for duty. The karate will fall.
No, I'll hit you in the face. Chromagus, you say? You destroyed this minion, you say? It'd be a shame if it gets away.
Thank you.
Sweet, sweet despair. You know what? I'll let you take the turn off. Just get a few buffs in here.
There is a lot at stake.
Ah, it was Totem Charming, you say? 3, 6, 8. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Come on, we're slaying an old god. We're slaying an old god.
I could have cranked that up a little bit more, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with what I've got in my hand anyway. Again, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Right, one more for the clean sweep.
Uther versus
A druid. Surely this is...
forward at any cost. I will.
This is Woohoo Druid. Jade Druid. Enter the Coliseum is perfect. My 1 health is going to make all the difference. Is it Token Druid? If it's Token Druid, we might have a small issue. Actually, if we do that, we have to enter the Coliseum. We'll be fine. Maybe. Possibly. Well, they're ramping. Oh boy, they are ramping. I feel like into Druid, if I get one of those Dragon Knights duplicated, we just win. Druid can't deal with that type of minion, other than generating giant minions themselves. Oh, they're just going to ramp. I respect it. If you give me another minion, I might coin Timeless here. Not another minion. I'll kill it. Oh, that's a better 4-drop. And they are on 6 mana. This might just be Big Druid. In which case, we should have been going quick. Okay, it is Jade's. Let's try and bait them. Kind of wish I didn't get Rooney at that point. Ah, I missed Argent Commander. We did get the 4 on you, though. 3 on you, right? I don't remember, actually. I wish it was a bit more clear. Oh, no, you got the 4, Wicked got the 3, Argent got the 2, and then Rooney got the 1. Okay. I guess that is clear enough for me. Okay, they're not going to be baited into playing minions, it seems like. Alright, time to play the game.
I'm on fire.
Come with me into the future.
We want... Ooh, Outskirts is an interesting shout. Outskirts plus Enforcer? I don't have the mana for the next turn. I still think Valdrican. We have Enter the Coliseum. If I didn't have Enter the Coliseum, I think I would have taken Destroy Minions with less attack. But they get pretty big too, so...
Don't mind if I do.
Man, they're drawing through their deck pretty damn quick as well. A little bit concerning. They fully ramped. I think we want to do a mixed play then. I think we want to leave them in a situation where the chargers can finish the game for me if I need to. If I played Timeless, I couldn't play... Well, I could have played another minion with it, I suppose. Whatever. I think this was a fine play. Druid doesn't want to deal with the 8-8. They haven't got fast answers normally. They were already struggling to deal with the 7-7. And we're going to get even more big stuff fairly soon. The most annoying thing I think they can do is swipe. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wow. Do you have another one? Or are you going to hit it with your face? Or do you have swipe? What are you doing? Why did you not do 3 damage then? So you could kill it. You're aware you're taking 20 damage right now. Okay, they have an answer. Okay. 8, 16, 20. I could leave them on 2 health. That's too good for them. Alright, we have a 10 damage charge, a 9 damage charge. Both pretty good. Prep was what they got from Lotus Agents. When they're at 10 mana. Bold choice, and they prepped the Raven thing that costs 1. Interesting, not the spell that I assume they're going to look for.
Delightful.
A lot of ramp in your deck, I've noticed. You're aware 10 mana was the limit. Right? Oh, wow. That is going to save you. Colour me impressed.
To you. Well played.
Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Holy moly. Oh, thank God. I'm still safe. No, not this! Oh, thank God. Oh my God. You're crazy! It's a pity I've still got lethal. Actually, I might not have lethal. Okay, we're fine.
Well played.
Fucking Yogg! He nearly got me. That son of a gun. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been unwell in bed for 4 weeks. barely played any Hearthstone. I come back, bam, 7 and 0 twist. You love to see it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why don't you like and subscribe? I might do a star rating thing again at some point of the next expansion, the showdown in the Badlands. I'll see how things are going. The cards are slowly being released now, but I am looking forward to that expansion and seeing how it affects the Druid meta. Or lack thereof. Anyway, thanks for watching, YouTubers, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.